So hello. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at latricelimited.com. So today we're actually going to just be talking about Biden's Safer American plan to stop all retail theft. Okay, so he had this whole thing and he's talking about cracking down on organized retail theft. So late 2021 saw an increase in high profile incidents of organized retail theft across the country. In these incidents, crime rings recruit people to storm a brick and mortar store together and quickly steal high value products for resale online. To recruit people to penetrate the thefts and the resale, the organized theft rings typically target minors, individuals under financial distress or duress, and individuals with substance use disorders. To tackle organized retail theft, the plan calls on Congress to pass legislation to require online marketplaces such as Amazon to verify third-party sellers' information to pose liability on online marketplaces for the sale of stolen goods on their platform. All right. So, and some actually do this, like on eBay, there are certain keywords that you can't use. There's certain products that you actually cannot resell. Because if you do, you will have like a cease and desist order sent to you. Like, yo, you better stop this or I'm suing you, and I could do that, So you do have that. So here's the thing. What have we been seeing? Okay. So in New York, especially, we've been seeing a lot of retail theft. I wouldn't necessarily say organized crime in this regard, but just retail theft in general. Okay. Of Rite Aid. Okay, you see that it's kind of like a Walgreens kind of, but you would see that, and I would see people just walk in there, steal some stuff, walk out. Security guards just like nothing. I'm like, okay. You would see CVS as well. You would see Target. Infamous story that just recently happened not too long ago, last month actually, and it was 3 women who were accused of stealing thousands of dollars of underwear. It was 3 black women in there. They went in there, went to Target, which I actually really do enjoy Target, so that kind of hurt me on a personal level, and they went and stole, I think it was like Nike underwear, Nike draws and stuff like that. And I'm just looking like, okay, because they walked in there with these bags were like this big, yo, probably as big as this pillow, no lie, yo. And then they walked in there, and then they just went to the little underwear aisle, they stole the stuff and left, and this happened on multiple occasions. So it wasn't just like, oh, well, they just went to one Target. I think they went into like 4 different ones in different cities. Okay. So I was like, okay, this is what we're having. As you see, you always see something happen at Walmart. Okay. And you see them go into these expensive, purse kind of store like the Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons, and the security's just sitting there, just like, they're not doing anything. And you may ask, well, why not? Why are the employees not? One, a lot of employees are actually told not to engage just because it could be a serious matter to where they could be hurt by somebody. We don't want you dying over someone stealing a TV. They're going to get their karma. You know what I mean? It ain't your job to do that. You're not, you're not the security. You're not the police. So we don't want you doing that. But then you will have security there. Here's the thing, and this is where I kind of think it's pointless. In certain policies, the security cannot engage. So this isn't like a bouncer at a club, for example. In these kind of chains and all these kind of places, a lot of the time security cannot engage, which means they can't go in here and start touching you or do anything like that. And that is a huge freaking problem that we have. For me, I'm just like, well, why are you even here? Right? What are you here for? There was a video that was actually put out on ASP, for example, and it was talking about Dollar Tree. Okay. And this guy, he actually got shot in the neck or whatnot. He went up into Dollar Tree, stole the first time, went in there, got away with it. And he did at gunpoint, by the way. Then he went in there the second time, stole again at gunpoint. The person, and mind you, it was like a week later. person that was working there, they looked, they were like, I know that dude. I'm gonna go call 911. And then they went and called them, and then police shows up, NYPD shows up. He comes out, he wants to try to fight three police officers, and then they shot him in the neck twice, I believe. And then he died of his injuries. So you died, and the money he stole was like less than $100. It was like $83. So you went and stole it. Your life was worth less than $83. That's what you're telling me. It's ridiculous, So you see all this kind of stuff, and it's like, okay, fine. You're telling me that you're going to do this. Here's my solution. Maybe radical, because you can't put metal detectors in every store. You know what I mean? That's just kind of crazy. I don't expect you to just clear out everything just so you could buy some dish soap. But this is what I think stores should do. And yes, I know homeless people will suffer, but it's just going to have to be what it's going to be. Because we got a larger population that are we got these businesses that are losing a lot of money because a lot of people are just stealing. Okay. And like with those chicks, they over here stole thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not saying do this with a Target, but I'm talking about like some of these lower, like the Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals that we always see on the news that are usually, you ain't seen them in too prominent areas like that. You know what I mean? So what I would say in regards to that is something like this. Why not have it be like, stores open, but you can't come in. There's like a window, like a drive-through. You go on your phone, hey, I want to go buy blah, blah, blah. So whether you do it in cash or whether you do it in card, I have your items. I have your products here. If you already prepaid for them, you're in this line. If you have to pay for them, and mind you, the stuff's going to come to you within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Because it's only going to be employees in that store. You're going to have 2 or 3 employees in that store, probably more like 4 to 5. And then you have them do the shopping. They're the personal shoppers. And then they come up and then boom, you have someone just fulfilling orders. You got one person up here, taking the cash and doing the transactions. That's what I think should happen. Have these doors closed so these employees could feel safe, because you got a Ray Ray and Pookie. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna rob you. How you gonna do it if you can't get in? Well, I'm gonna hop through this. You can't, because it's gonna be a little small slit. Like when you go to the currency exchange and you go and do that kind of stuff for money orders and stuff like that, they ain't got no big window like this. A lot of stuff you gotta slide that stuff through, and we got bulletproof glass. So how you gonna steal? You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like should happen. They should do something like that to keep these employees safe so they can stay employed and not want to just quit because they're getting a gun pulled out on them. You know what I mean? You guys already ain't paying them that much. So make them safer and make these people, make them wait. You got $10 worth of stuff you need to get. I'll get it for you. What you need? Oh, well, I need this and that. Okay, I'll do it for you. You know what I mean? That's what should happen. And I believe that these security guards, they need to be engaging, or you don't need to be there. What are you there for? Oh, well, I'm a threat so that people just won't try anything. Well, they're still trying things right in front of you and nothing's happening. You know what I mean? So yeah, you either need to do something or you don't need to be there. Or maybe we need to hire somebody that's actually going to be there. Maybe for overtime, cops need to be there. Okay, when I say cops, I'm not talking about some little security. I'm talking about cops, police. They need to be there. Maybe do it for their overtime. Maybe that needs to be a new thing that is happening where we have that there. Okay, so that's what I think should happen. Maybe we should have cops be in like different Walmarts, different Targets, and we're going to be right there. Maybe we're walking around the building towards the front near the cashier line or whatnot, make sure everything's okay. And they can make their easy money that way. And everyone could feel safer and possibly even be safer. Some messed up, pops off. Boom, I got you right here. You know what I mean? And, if you take the challenge and you fail, that's on you for committing a crime, So that's how I feel, about this. And, you got this whole thing. It's like, oh, we're going to stop organized crime and we're going to do. Dude. Okay, you ain't doing it before. You definitely weren't doing it, under Obama. You know what I mean? So now I'm supposed to believe that you're doing it. I don't buy it, But those are my thoughts and opinions on it. And until then.